Okay, I recently got a request of a build thing, not a really showcase, but my first thing is artistic streak. Usually leaves a trail behind them that mess with the enemy's controls, invert the enemy, receives, take damage, and a slow. Okay, user receives a small speed buff. This skill scales off speed. Healthy V got common increases your blade stamina by 11%, and this one is energy striking with precision and the unstoppable force of the Dragon's Wrath. This skill scales off attack. So this one also has, excuse me, summoned at your location. Nearby Beyblades will be attracted and pushed towards it. Anybody that touches the black hole will have some of its health transferring to the owner. It's basically like thorns, basically thorns, I think, or life steal. And it's basically like a defense type kind of bay thing, or I don't know. It works like a defense type. Now the Ares bottom is a fun thing. The Ares bottom is, which sounds wrong. The Ares bottom is one of the few things that I use. It has like at least a few ticks of like the attack and defense, like 3 to 4. My original like plan was to get like Nemesis to try like a new kind of build test or something, but this is my build for now. For I did mess up like the fragment, so truthfully, I don't know how to do this without having any issues later on. But there probably won't be as many Blazers Rebirth uploads, but I'll try. And I do have a few concept ideas for these, so every single one of the speed build was kind of like in my bank. I have my bank. I'll show you. So in here, my friends, we have a few parts. Very useful. I haven't checked this in like at least a month, so bear with me. Need to also fix a few things, so I'll try. Have to redraw at least 1% of this. I'll do that. Here's my ores. Here's all my hoverboards. Here's this guy, Safeguard. I'll be there in a minute, but it's basically a safeguard ability, which is um, it basically like protects you from stun locking. So if you're stun locked and you can't fight like your opponent just in mid battle, and they just combo you, like that happens. I think you had it if you were a newbie or if you're playing like mid term, like you're medium, or like you're just basically like you're a veteran or a pro player, or I don't know, maybe just novice and you're starting out, and you see this like guy using this ability, for example, he doesn't get stun locked by you, and he's like fine. That's what happens with like the bosses. I think they have like the stun lock ability at like tier V or something. It probably doesn't even matter like the rank in general, but I don't know. Either one happens, and yeah. So I'm gonna try and upgrade these, and I'm gonna see what happens. I'm not sure what will happen, but okay. Tier 2. Nope. Alright. That works. And so you can combine a few parts if you're lucky. I recommend like 2 separate parts with tier 2 and 1 separate part without tier 2, and it's like tier 1. Or if you have a tier 3, that would also work. So not this, like not that blue thing right there with like the 3 lines, but if you have this, right? If you have the green thing right here, it says tier 2 or second generation. Now that is very helpful. That will actually like carry you sort of through the game a little bit if you're lucky. And right now I'm gonna showcase what I mean. So that's like just luck, just straight up luck. I only had one, for example, and that was funny. Insane. I'm gonna try. Nope, didn't work that time. All right. This is basically gambling for kids, which is not gambling. It's not gambling, YouTube. Please do not. Probably won't, but who knows? I think I will try to work these parts if I can. It worked. Oh, we're good. What is that? Classic. Yeah. Probably won't work, but who knows? Let's go gambling. Ah, damn truck, you know. Too much brain rot. Try and yeah, why not? I want to risk it, try to get a fray, but I've learned my lesson. It's really tempting. This game has learned me has that's not learned. That's not what I meant. This game has taught me how to not let temptation get to me. It's like basically do not do gambling, because when you gamble, you'll realize the logic of what you'll lose in the end, which is not fun. I know it's because I've experienced myself. That sucks. I don't like it, but it's true. Gosh dang. I could try to get that aura, but I don't think it would work. I don't know. What? It worked. Since when? I'm speechless. Well, that didn't work, for example. Um, I want to do it, but I won't. That's too weird. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I really want to, but I don't want to. It's it's see, this is what I mean by gambling. It's not good for you. It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, I have to try and like avoid that. So now I have to try and make um, hmm. Let's see. If I have that other aura, right? If I have that aura currently, would that work? Because I do have that aura equipped right now. So big brain strat. If I were to do this correctly, would I lose the aura? Frick, I did. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you. Oh, luck is on my side. Well, anyway, that was close. What is this, for example? What is you? What are you? I can't see the. I think my stat screen's too huge. Let me see. Um, does that work? Interface scale. Gotta fix this. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. 1 second. All right, time to lock in. Time to lock in. Patience is key, guys. Patience is key. That's all I can say. It takes a while. It's like at least 1,000. They should make it like 500, to be honest with you. I mean, 1,000 I could do, but it's like, do you just use an auto clicker? I mean, I don't know. Could, but what if you skip on accident? Which I don't know if it's possible, but who knows? I'm just gonna avoid that. So. Tired of this. Let's switch my left fingers to my right fingers, my right to my left. Hate it. There's a few more. I'll be good. Glass. Ooh. Your blade isn't entirely strong. Well, your attack is raised by 100%, but your defense is reduced by 100%. It's all or nothing. Dang, that's good. Your Beyblade stats will increase by 1% for every 1% of health you lose. It will not affect your HP. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. That's it for now.